What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with another A to Z of Ark, and today we are taking a look at none other than the Desmodus. Now, the Desmodus, once again, is a Fjorda-based creature. It only spawns on Fjorda, and the location that I'm currently at is my favorite spot to find these. So guys, the location that we are located at is 6836. You'll be able to find it. There's a massive inlet where you can come in here, and there's a big ass cave through here where you're able to find Desmoduses clinging to the ceiling. You can see over there in the distance, we've got a couple on the ceiling there. Now, things I would recommend before you come to this cave and try to tame a Desmodus: a weapon of choice to get them down from the ceiling, a net gun and harpoon launcher so that you're able to net any unwanted ones that come after you, and as well as that, your own flyer, as well as things to sacrifice to the Desmoduses. Now, I've done quite a bit of testing, and in my honest opinion and testing, the Daedon is the best creature to use to try and tame the Desmodus. They have more health than the Moschops, and they also provide slightly more taming effectiveness than the Moschops. So try and tame up some Daedons. You can find them on Asgard, as well as on the standard lands. But you can see we've got two up the top here. Now, you also might inadvertently tame up some Fjordhawks while you're in here, as they do like to fly around this area, and there's lots of things that you need to kill in here in the process. So who knows, you might even get lucky with a Fjordhawk. Now, once you've got your Daedons in position and you are ready to go, find your bat of choice. We're going to just shoot at... Let's just go this one here. The Fjordhawks can get annoying though. Just keep that in mind. They are super annoying to deal with sometimes. So you might want to kill them on the way. But nonetheless, we've got the Daedons ready. You don't need to... Bro, go away. You don't need to put blood packs in them. They don't alter anything. It just prevents your dinos from taking as much damage if you put your blood packs in them. So what we're going to do, we're going to shoot one of these Desmoduses. I got the attention of both of them. We're going to get our net gun ready to go, and we're just going to net the one that we shot. We're going to focus on taming up this one. I've got no idea what level it is, but the reason you want to bring in the Daedons is because what will happen is the Desmodus will target your Daedons, and it will increase their taming effectiveness. What level is this one? I'm not entirely sure. There we go. Oh, everyone chill. So wait for the wild Desmodus to grab at your Daedon or Moschops, whatever you want to use. You can see here it has grabbed it. Oh my god. Let's see if we can find it in this list. There we go. So it did just get 2%. So it is slowly getting higher and higher taming effectiveness. It's a 150. Oh no, it's a level 50. So you essentially need to keep repeating this process until the Desmodus has the effective tame. So you need to keep repeating this process until the Desmodus has your required taming effectiveness. Obviously, the longer you do this for, the more levels it will get, and so on and so forth. So try and get it to aggro, and then you want it to just grab your Daedons or your Moschops, whatever you want to use. You can see here it is attacking our Desmodus. What I would recommend is having only the creatures out that you want it to grab. So for example, only the Daedons, and you can see there it has just grabbed our Daedon again. We're going to try and stand back here. We don't have creative mode on, so we can very easily die here. I'm trying to see its taming effectiveness. It's a little bit difficult though. And you can see there, when it's done, it drops it. So it got another 2% there. It looks like it's still going. It's getting 2% per grapple, like per second. So it just takes a little bit of time to go ahead and get that taming effectiveness up, which is... It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now, once it's at the taming effectiveness that you were happy with, you want to make sure that you've got blood packs in your inventory and parachutes. I forgot to mention parachutes are key as well to surviving this, because without parachutes, you will plummet to your death most likely. So make sure that you've got parachutes with you ready to go. Trust me, I'm speaking from personal experience. It's not fun to get dropped without parachutes. So you can see here, we are getting grabbed, and the taming bar of the Desmodus will slowly go up. It is hitting all of our other creatures. Now, when this happens, the blood packs will be sapped, and you'll eventually get dropped. And as well as that, its taming effectiveness will drop with it eating you. So once again, you need to send in your Daedons or your Moschops to actually increase its taming effectiveness, and then you can continue taming it. You can see here it's got something, I don't know, there's so much going on. These damn Fjordhawks are so annoying sometimes. It's got another Daedon, so it's just going ahead and sapping its health and strength, I guess. And you can see there, it's just got an extra level. So this is the best way to go about taming the Desmoduses up and getting that extra taming effectiveness. I know it is very tedious, but there's not really much else you can do. Now, if you find that the Desmodus isn't aggroed on you anymore, throw out your flyer, get its attention, and then come back down so it grabs you or your Datons. It can also grab you off flyers as well, so do be careful of that fact as well. But you can see taming effectiveness very slowly going up. I'm still under the consideration that it's not entirely worth it, but that's just my opinion, so you guys do with that what you will. And you can see here, it is still flying around. I'm trying to get its attention. It's possibly aggroed on the Fjordhawks. These guys are just little flappers that are annoying. So you can see here, it's not actually aggroed on us. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump on our Desmodus. We're going to get up in the sky, and it can actually, like I said, grab you off your flyer. But you can see here, its taming bar is slowly going up. And just like that, you tame yourself your very own Desmodus. Came out at level 65, it was level 50. We definitely could have gotten more levels on it, but just the taming effectiveness side of things is very tedious and very slow. So it's up to you whether or not you want to go for that taming effectiveness, but once you've got it tamed up, you have yourself a very strong, very reliable flyer. Now, in order to make the saddle for these guys, you need to be, once again, level 74 and have access to a smithy, and it requires 45 metal ingots, 120 wood, 180 fiber, and 260 hide. But once you get the saddle on the Desmodus, you will be able to travel anywhere you like on Fjorda. These guys have the unique ability of being able to fly in caves. So on official servers and servers that has cave flying disabled, your Desmoduses will be able to fly inside of these caves, which is great for running loot, great for getting artifacts, you name it. Even if you transfer it to other maps, you can use it on other maps such as the Island Aberration to get around and do what you need to do. Desmoduses are great for getting around on Fjorda, and they're really solid. Now, let's go over some of the Desmodus' abilities. Now, first off, it has a primary attack, which does deal damage. You can see us here using the primary attack. It does a little bit of damage, nothing too crazy, but once you pump up some melee damage in it, it can definitely deal decent amounts of damage. Now, it also has a grab attack on its secondary attack. This ability has the power to grab pretty much anything smaller than a Daton, as you guys saw. Datons and smaller, it can grab Moschopses, Raptors. That is pretty much all that comes to mind. I don't think it can grab Parasaurs. Let's double check here. Yeah, I didn't think it can grab Parasaurs, so I'm pretty sure Datons are the biggest thing that it can grab. So keep that in mind if you want to try and tame these. Like I said, Datons are super solid for taming these guys because they are the biggest creature and they're the healthiest creature that the Desmodus can grab. Now, it also has a Screech ability, which you can use by holding down the primary key. Now, this will cause any creatures in the area to pretty much ping back at you. So you can see here, we're able to see where everything is. Now, obviously during the daytime, this isn't crazily effective, but during PvP, if you've got players getting away from you and stuff like that, you can use the Desmodus' Screech ability to actually highlight them in the area and be able to track them down, which is really solid. Now, as well as that, they have the ability to latch onto surfaces. All you need to do is go over to the surface and hit spacebar and you'll be able to latch onto it. From here, you can use weaponry and pretty much consider yourself safe because you can do it on rocks, you can do it on the cave ceilings, you can do it pretty much anywhere where your Desmodus is able to grapple. Now, you are also able to use weaponry while the Desmodus is flying around, which is great. You can use this essentially to tame whatever you want and just get around and do it in relative safety. Now, the Desmodus is also a super solid flyer, able to pivot and go any direction that it wants, very similarly to the Tapihara, so keep that in mind as well. And it can also do a sort of glide ability, where it's able to fly downwards at a quick speed. It isn't actually able to like get the traction to go back up, but it is able to dive at a quick pace. So, you know, if you're PvPing, you've screeched something and you're trying to pick it up, the Desmodus is a great way of going about doing that because you can just plummet, swoop in, pick it up, and then get out of there and do what you need to do to whatever it is that you're hunting. Now, another really cool fact about the Desmodus is that it's able to harvest blood packs from those things that it attacks. You can see here, every bite is harvesting blood packs from this Carno. Now, as well as that, it also enables you to heal yourself, and once the corpse is there, you can actually eat the corpse for blood packs, spoiled meat, and raw meat, making it a really effective farmer at getting tons of spoiled meat, as well as the blood packs. So my advice for when you are going ahead and trying to tame up your first Desmodus, go for a very low level one, because then you can use that one to farm up more blood packs and tame up the higher leveled ones. Now, the Desmodus has another really cool ability, and that is the ability to Lifesteal. To activate Lifesteal, all you need to do is hold down your reload key on PC and consoles, and you can turn on and off Lifesteal. This will enable you to pick up creatures that you're able to and then drain their health while you carry them. You can see here we are draining this Phiomia's health very slowly, and if we are to attack it as well, we'll actually regenerate the health a little bit faster as well. You can see here our health is very slowly going up, and you can see that we do get the ability of feeding on precious lifeblood. So our health is going up, and this is the best way to go about regenerating health on your Desmodus. I would heavily recommend it. Make sure you're carrying a creature around that you're able to pick up, Phiomias, Raptors, all that sort of stuff, and you will regenerate your health on the Desmodus. Now, the Desmodus' abilities really shine at nighttime. This is where you can get away with a lot of shenanigans. So during nighttime, you gain access to 2 new abilities. The ability to turn on night vision and the ability to turn invisible. Now, to activate night vision, all you need to do is hold down R once again, and you can turn it on and off using the radial wheel. You then get access to night vision, which highlights creatures in white. You can see here that we've got raptors in the distance, parasaurs lined up. You can use the Screech ability to enhance this effect slightly, and you'll see that it pulses outwards from whatever it is that you hit. Now, this in pair with the night vision pretty much enables you to make sure that nothing will get away from you, and you can pretty much see everything during the night, which is awesome for PvP once again. Now, another really cool ability of the Desmodus, like I said, is to turn invisible. To do this, all you need to do is hold down the secondary attack, and you will turn invisible. Now, this causes creatures to not aggro on you whatsoever. So what this essentially means is you can fly into rock drake caves, you can fly into wyvern trenches, and you will not be targeted by these creatures, unless of course you decide to hop off and steal an egg, in which case, good luck to you, because wyverns are a pain in the ass. And you can see here, food decreases faster as the ambient temperature gets lower. So you will lose a little bit more food, but other than that, there is no real downfall to using the Desmodus' ability. You can see here that the raptors are not aggroed on us whatsoever. If we turn off this ability, you can see there that they go ahead and aggro on us straight away. Now, I don't think you can use this ability and then turn invisible and then de-aggro on them. Yes, you can. There you go. There you can see there we are. No. So that it doesn't actually work. So you can't turn invisible, deviz, and then turn invisible again and cause things to not aggro on you. So just keep that in mind if you're going ahead. Like I said, wyvern trenches and rock drakes will aggro on you after you turn invisible. As well as that, if you jump off your Desmodus, that will also cancel the invisibility of the Desmodus. So this guy really shines at nighttime. He's a great tame. Like I said, definitely one of those top tier tames to take on Fjorda with you everywhere you go because of its ability to fly in the cave systems. And it also has the ability to fly in the realms. If you actually have cave flyers disabled on unofficial servers or officials, the Desmodus is one of the very rare creatures that is actually able to fly on Asgard, Vanaheim, and Jotunheim. So keep that in mind as well, but that is going to wrap up this video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know what you think. But other than that, guys, thanks very much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one.